And no, I'm not going to teach you how to speak Filipino. No, I am talking about odds. What's up, guys? Ken with Picking Duck here. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about a foreign language. And no, I'm not going to teach you how to speak Filipino. No, I am talking about odds. Odds are sometimes a different language, especially if you've never seen them. And I know some of you have already seen odds, but do you know them all? But first, before I tell you about all the odds, how you guys like my hat? This is the new hat, Bettor Culture. It's the over-under hat. Check it out. Yeah, get yourself a hat if you like this stuff. If you're a sports bettor, go get yourself some sports bettor gear, Bettor Culture, Bettor culture.com. Get yourself a hat. All right, so today I'm talking about odds. There's three different kinds. There's the American odds, there's fractional odds, and there's decimal odds. Did you know that? I'm sure you've already seen the American odds, and if you ever see a fractional odds or decimal odds, you're like, what the hell is that? Because I lived my whole life not knowing what those were, and I just said, give me the American odds, or I didn't even know it was American odds. I just thought it was odds, right? Until you start digging deeper into sports betting, and then you will see that, oh, hey, just like our measurement system, we do it different here in America. So overseas, in Europe, they use decimals, or they also use the fractional odds, and I could never understand it. But why understand it now? Because now that I'm in the industry, there's so many people that are coming from overseas and they speak those kinds of odds. And then even if you talk to guys that are overseas that are speaking those kinds of odds and you don't know what they're talking about, you're going to be like, huh? So you don't want to be an idiot. Understand these. It's really, really simple. So let me share that with you right now. So first of all, you guys are probably familiar with American odds, but let me give you some examples real quick. So let's say team one is, let me get my pencil out. Here we go. Team one is like minus 171. That's the Astros tomorrow are minus 171. The Reds are plus 150. And I know you guys already know this, right? Who knows what this is? You do. So you need to bet $171 to get $100 bill. Ain't that right? So this is your payout. If you're betting the Astros tomorrow, you need to bet 171 to win $100. Yeah, but if you're taking the Reds, you need to only bet $100 to get $158. Ain't that great? So those are your positive odds. These are your American odds that you guys are mostly familiar with. So we don't really need to go over that. But what is that equivalent in the decimal form? So the decimals that you will see are really talking to you about what's the price per dollar that you are going to receive. So the equivalent to the Astros at that minus 171, the decimal value is 1.58. Don't be confused with the plus 158 on the Reds there, but the 1.58 is what you'll get per dollar. So you just multiply, let's say you're doing $100 bet, you will multiply 100 times 1.58. Let me show that on a calculator. 100 times 1.58, you will get $158 if you bet $100. So what that is you will get your whole entire $100 which you bet down, and then your profit of $58. So that is a profit of $58, but this is what your entire return is for that fraction. If the fraction for this 158 is for the reds, it's actually 258. So let's do our calculator again. So $100 times 2.58, you'll get $258. So you see that in the decimal forms, they give you your total return. So you invest 100, you get 258 back if you win. In the American sense, you're only showing your profit. So you see the profit here is 158 versus what you're getting back in return. That's kind of what when you buy a ticket at a sports book, they give you this total. They don't just give you this profit. But when you play on credit, which is like online sports books, this is actually what normally what you'd be looking at, because you're playing on credit, or if you play with a local bookie. Now let me give you these numbers in fractional, which is like at first looking at it, it's like, whoa, what the hell is this? So this one would be 100 over 171. And then I know if you ever saw that, you'd be like, what the hell is those odds, right? So the reds would be, let's see, 79 over 50. Now, what the hell does that mean? All it means is actually kind of just what you see here. For every $171, you will get in return $100. Now for this fractional, so they don't stick by $100 or anything like that, kind of like the American odds. Oh, it's for every 100. In the decimal form, it's for every dollar. This is your return for every dollar. For fractional, it's, here's what you stake, here's your return per. Okay, so if you bet 50, you'll get $79 in return. So if you bet 100, you just double that, right? So this is fractional odds. At first, it looks intimidating, but it's very simple to actually read, and there's a lot of books that actually use fractional. So if you're ever once you become more of a seasoned bettor and you're finding multiple books, let's say you're finding books overseas using a VPN so that they don't know you're playing from the US, so those are some of the tricks that you got to learn. But when you're doing those kind of things, you might be running into fractional odds only. So this is something that you can see here. It's actually very simple. For every 50, you get 79. So those are the odds. You got your American here, you got your decimals, and you got your fractional. Just remember, the American system goes by $100, the decimals go by per dollar, and the fractional goes by your stake versus your return per. All right, that's all I'm sharing with. Now you guys understand a little bit more about the foreign language. But on Picking Duck, we use the American odds. Keep it simple. We might be adding different odds if we get multiple foreigner players coming to visit. But for you guys, learn your American odds on Picking Duck. Go play. If you're not currently playing for real, go ahead and play on Picking Duck, because you lose nothing. You only gain knowledge. Sports betting is growing. It's going to be big. It's going to be huge. You know how to play blackjack, right? Because it's been around. You've been playing it. But if you don't know sports betting, go learn it on Picking Duck. And don't forget, if you want a hat, these are really cool. We got other gear on Bettor Culture. The site is bettorculture.com. Take a look, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.